Welcome one and all to this 52nd episode of D&D with me, Mike.
And me, Zoe.
And today we are actually going to do a little bit of level design. We've been promising for a very long time now. So the first thing we need to do that we have realized when we were thinking about this is we do not have a way to tutorialize people about kicking, punching things.
Mm-hmm.
Right, so it's something we should definitely do. So let's create a level that's specifically dedicated to this, especially now that we can pick anything up.
Yeah.
Right, so give it a save real quick here. So in order to do that, all of our levels are present inside here.
Mm-hmm.
Now let's go, open GIMP. And this is not going to be that difficult. All we need to do is move things about a little bit. So first of all, view, show grid, view, snap to grid, view, snap to canvas edges, and that's it, I think, for now anyway. Let's put this on 1 pixel just in case. And let's also put the pencil. And now let's also display the world. Okay, so take these tiles and we're going to cut this. Control X. We're going to put it here. We're also going to cut the entities. Cut this.
Yep, that was copy.
Cut this. And we're gonna move them to here. Paste. And that should be it, because I think entity information doesn't have anything for us here.
Mm-hmm.
So all we gotta do now is create some kind of room that will work like this. And I think this is a great opportunity for us to immediately start creating some kind of secret that we can possibly go into next time when we come back,
Mm-hmm.
right?
But are these in the same line?
Yeah.
Yeah, I see.
So we begin with something of this nature, more or less. And now what I'd like to have here in the middle is a bulging of sorts.
Blop. Not with walls.
Yeah. Right?
That's walls.
Yeah, I can tell. It's still a much faster way of doing it this way. Now let's grab some dirt, reduce its scale. This one's safe. This one's good. Okay. And now we're gonna go with some grass.
And put it in the middle.
Yes, and again reduce its scale.
Should be it.
There we go. So I'm actually curious whether we should decorate this a little bit just to make it a little bit more interesting.
Some dirt decorations.
Something like this. Looks a little bit like a clover.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see if we can create a bit of a center spot. There we go. Right, something like this. And let's also add dirt over here and dirt over here.
Mm-hmm.
Now, one thing that we can do, right, is sort of generate secret stuff that goes in this direction. We're not going to worry about it now, but you know, it's something we can do later for sure. So we got the walls just as we did before.
Now we have to put stuff in it.
Now we need to put stuff in it. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to grab this
Some
entity
vases
and we're going to put 2 vases over here.
to block your way.
That's right. And then we're going to put 2 vases over here. And then we can put a few over here, so it gets the player to start. Didn't mean to do all of this. So Control Z a couple times. These two. Like this, then one over here and one over here, for example. Then maybe two over here and two over here.
It's a vase paradise.
Sure. Okay, so something simple like this, no enemies, no nothing, but it should immediately teach you. In fact, we're gonna do something. We're gonna delete these two down here. We're gonna leave those over there. And we'll see if the player already experiments with breaking them somehow. Right?
Yeah.
And we may have a sign or something that tells the player how to interact with these things. Okay?
Okay.
So that's pretty good. Now, in order to export this, as usual, we need to hide this. Hit Control Shift D. Actually cancel because the entities are going to show. We need to remember that all of the things need to be hidden like this. Control Shift D.
I think you just turned on things, but
I turned off things. Map. And now we're going to hide this. Oh, you're right, actually. I did turn them off, but the children are on. Well, vice versa. Anyway, Control Shift D. And entities. And I suspect our entity info is actually probably a bit wrong right now. See, we forgot to move these entity info to the other side. So cut this. Nope. Cut it now.
and we need to, we forgot to do entity info on the...
I know. But that's okay. It's fairly easy. All we're gonna do is we're gonna from here we're gonna grab the pencil, steal this, and simply undo. Coat all of these with this, so they're gonna have a 50% likelihood of dropping things.
Yeah.
And there we go.
And now Control Shift D for entity info.
Not quite. No.
First entities.
Okay. Now there is one thing though. I have this impression that our initial, like our starting position for spawning, is actually saved somewhere in advance, and we've just moved it by one quadrant. So this will be pretty important. Quadrant size, tile size, switch texture. There should be a default. Is it in the save manager? It could be. Oh, do we have a save manager? No. Okay, so it's the game manager.
I saw some saving functions.
Saving?
No, functions, not scripts. Save all
context
this.
item.
Save
yeah,
profile.
it's all done here in data. Right, so if we go the default load profile, load default profile. If you load the default profile, player default attributes. Player default attributes are character attributes, and they are in the game manager. So I think this one, yep. See?
Yeah, spawn coords.
So the chords are fine. The quadrant's wrong. We now need to go to 12 because we went south by 1. So let's now test. Cool, so this already works. There's 2 vases here. The player may press A, nothing will work. The player will then move on north. Find this room. Oh. 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 Now the player has learned that they can do this.
Never anything but also nothing.
Hope you like 50%, which is never hitting. It's like playing XCOM. Okay, there you go. So $5, we got our little dollars, and we're gonna move on to this area, where for the first time we encounter enemies. Oh dear.
He'll probably get hit by it at first.
Well, maybe. We know we can break these now.
Maybe he'll
And
try
then
it on the
there's
bombs.
So I think we have a problem here, this second level already has too many mechanics.
Yeah, switches and bombs and spikes are all in this level already.
Yeah, well, the switches come with the spikes.
Yeah, you
so
can
there
make
should be a better introduction to these. Let's see what we're willing to do here. So we have relatively little room up, but we have loads of room down. Now, with that said, this particular level is entirely blocked. So I would say what I think we should do is we should relocate all of this stuff somewhere a little bit more comfortable, like where there's plenty of room. So let's cut these, paste them here.
We need to remember the spawn coords for this.
And cut this, paste here, and then cut this. Wait. Okay, yeah, paste. It's fine. It's safe. Did you paste? You did. Okay, that sounds good. So this is all of our stuff. Now, we said we wanted an area where we teach to deal with bombs or with switches. I think probably switches would be more important first.
Okay, and bombs.
And in fact, that gives us the perfect opportunity to do this. So remember how I said we're gonna use this somehow?
Yes, we can use it now.
Yes, we can. So here's what we're gonna do. In these tiles, we're going to grab this and create a corridor, which is going to be open. And for now, it'll go forever. It doesn't matter. Okay?
Okay.
And
maybe make it wider.
I'm gonna create another corridor. It will also go forever. Doesn't matter now. Okay? That's it for now. But what we are going to do is we're going to immediately
grab some grass.
pick up one of the spikes.
And block the door.
Block it here and here.
I think we had color codes for everything.
Actually, in fact, I don't think we will do it here. We will undo it here, and we will just put another wall there, and then we'll figure something out next time. Or some other time, right? Which is, what I'm thinking of is having something that can be destroyed with a bomb. So a wall that can be broken with a bomb.
So, but you'd have to put a bomb here and
That's right.
make the guy carry it over there.
Yeah, maybe a bomb in here or something.
And maybe a stop time or thing where he can so he has enough time to bring the bomb there.
Yeah, but anyway, so what we could do is put the spikes right here and then use the switch somehow. So let me think this through for a moment. Yeah, we don't want to exaggerate, right? We don't want to make things too complicated already. So let's just steal one of these switches and put it here. And let me think here. So I can see this switch and this switch, they apply to something. This entity information probably says something, and I'm not sure what, but I think it's just which is which. But I don't understand. Does it contain some redness in it? Because I think the green. So red is 0 here. Is it 0 here?
Contains some green in it though.
It's also that. So this one is the same switch. There should be another switch, which is this one. And the switch for this one is full blue. Green. Well, none of this. And then blue. I think the green just determines the color. Or perhaps the blue determines. That's it. The blue determines the color. See how here we're using 255 blue? And the switch also has 255 blue.
Yeah.
That's what's happening there. Right?
So they have to have the same color of blue.
Yeah. But that's in the entities. That's pretty important, entity information. So we're gonna put this here. Oof, I don't like that. Don't like that. Let's change it. Let's put half blue. or something like this.
Now we
And
can
then
see it.
and then full blast red for this one.
Okay.
So this one will open the switch over here, and we're just gonna leave that alone. We're not gonna say or do anything else other than do that for now, right?
Mm-hmm. So this will make the player go back and use.
Yeah, or
when
come
it's got
back
the
to that
glove.
area later somehow. But it's because of this thing that we're doing, this may very well happen easily. We'll see. One thing that we should also do is that we should not forget, and therefore we should do it right away, that everywhere there's a wall on one side, there must be a wall on the other. It's absolutely necessary. Everywhere, exactly where there is a wall. Okay? They need to match, so we might as well just do it this way. And yeah, so that does it. Now we need to re-export everything. So Control Shift D. This is map.
We still have the spikes over there.
Control Shift D. Yeah, those are fine, I think.
And the bombs over there too.
Entities. Did I put entities or entities? Entities. Yeah, no. At that point, I think I'm fine injecting some danger. Control Shift D. Entity info.
So we introduce.
What we need to do now is we need to absolutely remember to change those chords.
Let's
so
see where
it's
we
not
are.
a 2, it's a 3 now. Well, it's not a 1, it's a 2. Yeah, so that's a 2 for sure. And it's not a 12. I don't remember how many we have, so let's just count them. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 10. And now when we press play, it should immediately work.
Yeah, there.
So we're in the right place. Just have to drop a thing. Yeah, so I'd like to have yet another switch up there that opens that place. Let me think here. Because that way the player will be able to make that connection, right? So I'd like to have like barriers or something. And oh, I've got an idea. That's a pretty good tutorial actually. So let's steal from entity tiles. Actually, let's display them, hide these. So from steal from entity tiles, we're gonna take the bars, the spikes, and put them right here. And let's also, by the way, steal these vases and put them right here. So the player learns that first. Okay?
Okay.
So I'll put those spikes over there. And now here I'm going to steal the switch, put one over here, and one over here. And what's going to happen is that both are going to have the same color, and one of them turns that off. There's the spikes off, and if you click the switch again, it turns them on again. So you need to hit one and then dodge the other.
Yeah.
Right? Deliberately. And so the player will be capable of understanding this, I think, fairly well.
And now we have to change entity info.
Yes. So entity information. Okay, this information here needs to be cut. So Control X. Control V. Okay. And here we're actually going to go with that blue that we wanted to go with. So entity information. Copy this blue. I'm still weirded out by the green stuff. I think that one simply determines the color. What's this?
I think green was rotation. No, that's a spike, so it can't.
It's not the rotation, no. The rotation is gonna be here. So actually you make a good point because we need to steal this. So yeah, tell you what, let's just take this green. Is this the same green? It's the same green. Yes. Awesome. So we're just gonna use this without worrying too much. Whoops. Undo. Okay. Now, as usual, Control-Shift-E. Map. Also, since you hear Control-S to save. It doesn't matter. I always export everything. I don't like to think. Control-Shift-E. Entities. And Control-Shift-E. Entity info. Off you go. Play. Let's test now. Alright.
That went through the wall.
Yeah, it's fine.
What?
Yeah, we forgot that actually. You have to break these vases to go through. Then you see this switch for the first time. You're like, huh? Okay, whatever. Then you see this, and up there is some stuff. So if you dodge it, oh. Ooh.
It only opens one.
That's right. It only opens one. Do we ever have a situation in which we open more than one spike? In the game?
No. Well, with a spike with 2 switches, we have had them, but 2 spikes and 2 switches, we've never had it other than this.
So there never is a situation like this, which is pretty interesting. Okay, well this exposes a bit of a bug that I want to take a look at. So spikes, when they're being set up, spike return spikes, MRS, mat call. So everything was correct so far. Save name, spikes, world coordinates, X and Y, quadrant coordinates, blah blah blah. Transform rotation, door, blah blah blah. Open, blah blah blah. Start open spikes, blah blah blah. Switch spike colors. How does it know which switch belongs to which spike? I bet you it's here. Meaning the switch knows the spike, but not the spike the switch. Yes, exactly. So the switch knows the spike. Assign. There it is. Owner, maps, create, get assigned spike.
We don't have a get assigned switch.
Well, so no, this one's fine. The only problem is that there may be more than one. So we're gonna change this ever so slightly. It's gonna be fairly easy.
Get assigned spike.
So exactly. Change. So Control R twice. Put an S. Hit Enter, and put an array here. Actually, never mind. Put a list. List. Open of type. And close of type. Now copy this entire thing, paste it here, add the word list underscore here without Control R so we find the errors. Save. Yeah. Save. Go equals new tab. Open close round. Okay, so we got a new list that's being created. So my child entity is not null. SP child entity spikes. Okay, so we also need this SP. So as a temporary measure. So copy spikes, paste it, space SP. Oh, you forgot SP. SP, semicolon. You don't need anything else. So SP, if SP is not null, if SP is the same as the door, don't return yet. Okay? Copy the list SP, paste it here. And here you're gonna say paste, dot add, open round, and it's going to be SP. Close round, semicolon. So now you're adding things to the list every time that this particular criterion is matched. Door ID equals door IDs. This is interesting. Aha, because it counts in the float. Yeah, I'm fine with that. So now we got the list. So half of the job is done. The other half is over here because it's going to say owner. And that's no bueno. We need to have an owners. So put a list. ST of liat. ST of type. Close of type. List underscore capital O as you like to do it. Owners. Save. Copy. paste equals new. Yeah, tab, open, close, round, semicolon. Actually, I don't even know that we need this, but never mind. So copy this and paste it right here. Save. For tab, paste dot count. Copy all of this, or cut it rather, paste it here, copy this, paste it here, I, paste it here, I. Save. Save again. Now this,
Yep. I pressed something.
whatever, this should all work, including with the saves, but I'm not kind of sure of that, so we're gonna we're gonna save once and then turn it off later. Alright, so let's see what the situation is now. Because the new map should have been exported and everything, so now I'm stuck here. Grab the coin. Let's go over there.
Now it works.
Oh, I'm stupid.
There.
There's still that little error. It's got to do with the spike. I think it's still considered high and then it gets updated to low, that sort of stuff. Anyway, so we've done that bit. Now let's go to the first save point.
It's in the next area.
That's right. So not ideal to have that save point there, simply because we can't even notice that we're saving. So we'll consider moving that. But now let's turn this off and quickly check that we are in the right spot.
Yeah.
We are. And now we're gonna also check that our switches here are correct and both spikes are down.
Yeah.
Perfect. So everything's fine here. Alright, so I'm not happy with a few things. Number one, the spikes being this close. And number two, the saving point being that close. So we don't have a huge amount of options here. So what we're gonna do is we're going to cut and paste and cut, paste. So that's one. Now here, this saving point is too close. What do we do?
Then maybe we can make a new.
Well, our only option is making this room narrower.
Yeah, and then adding it after.
So cut this, paste here, cut this, paste here. Now we need to cut this and paste it here. So now this is the kind of room this guy has.
Now we have to
Now
move.
cut this, paste it here, and cut this, paste it here. There's no information, so let's now stick here to this.
Fix those.
And this. Something like this.
Now dirt.
Wait, we can make it a bit better. Cut these, paste them here, cut this here, all we need is for it to be slightly further than the beginning. It's something we need to remember because of our loading. I mean, there's another option. We could stop the player from moving for a bit. Right, but that's not necessarily an option I want to look into at the moment. Okay, so that's pretty good. So as usual, Control-Shift-D. Map. See, this time we changed the map, and I would have forgotten if I was being clever. Control-Shift-D. Entities. And Control-Shift-D. Entity info. Back we go. Let's see how this feels. Oh, notice that it saved us here. It's normal. The save files are a bit wonky now because
We have to load the defaults.
that's right. The reason why that's happening is that those are the location. That's the location we saved. So. Crash.
We're getting pretty lucky this time.
Let's break everything. That's how I normally play. Alright. Wonder if we should make the vases not respawn. But with the fact that it's random. Okay, so you see how we hopped onto this and
Yeah,
clearly
and
hit the
you
regime.
noticed.
We had to move there, right?
Yeah.
So there's plenty
Unless
of advantages.
maybe you deliberately tried to avoid it.
Yeah, which you can if you want to, right?
If you want to go through no saving.
For whatever reason best known to yourself, this bomb is now even better tutorialized because you could just sneak by it.
Yep. Then you got 2.
Here I got it wrong a bit. There we go. I'm through. Gauntlet.
Is gauntlet another way to say treasure?
No, it's a glove.
Oh.
It's a different type of glove.
Yeah, Kevin, you missed one very cleverly. In the game, you missed one vase in the bomb area.
Yeah, the one that's at the bottom.
Yeah.
I do like it when you pass by completely unnoticed. I don't know that it's possible to do here, I don't think so.
He jumped when the bomb.
That's understandable. Now we go for a first hit, which we could do up there. It was an optional, so I need to. Okay, so that's working pretty well so far. Now let's go back to the map. We don't have a huge amount of time, about 10 minutes, maybe a bit longer. Let's see. So these are the 2 level designs that you have made.
Yes.
This one was for getting longer breathing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And this is for getting
The sword.
a sword. Now, for us to do that, for us to do that, we need a new type of enemy, yeah, because otherwise it doesn't make any sense. You get a sword and you can't really use it.
Yeah.
Making a new type of enemy is a lot of effort. What about here? This one. Oh, there's one tutorial we haven't made yet. Jumping.
Jumping.
Yeah.
Mm.
Jumping places. So we should have a relatively safe area to do this. Let's take a look. I mean, I don't think it's important yet, but it will be soon. This is the first time we actually jump here. And here technically we can jump already, but maybe the player's not going to do it. But if the player does it,
Maybe he'll
we must make sure that the player can't get anywhere with sufficient oxygen not to die, which I think is already the case. We'll see. So, jumping. Alright, here. This area over here seems to me to be perfect to learn how to jump.
Yeah.
Yeah. So... Okay. Now, the breathing tutorial... I mean, you can breathe till about here, can't you? So we don't know. So we're gonna go test. Let's remove these defaults and see how far we can swim, approximately.
I'll try to count tiles.
You don't need to, we'll see them. I'm gonna try again being completely... Ah, darn it. I noticed. I love it. I said it exactly the wrong time.
Yeah.
It would have been possible though, because I just do this bit. And they all patrol exactly at the same time, so. The hand of God here.
You're walking in the wall for a year.
For a year. For 3 steps. Max.
Oops.
It's a lot of effort there, old man.
Yeah, it turns out he's lifting a huge weight.
That's about his size. Fair enough, say I.
Yeah. Oops. One time you killed them all in one go.
Okay, so suppose we jump over here. If we swim all the way, here we end up at about half, and here we end up at about 3/4. So I think we're gonna do it right at the end, right here. And let's continue the pattern of the walls here for now. And here we're gonna place a ladder. Okay, so right here, and let's make a small little island like this. Then we're gonna make 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, and then nothing else.
It's a jumping challenge.
Yes. Little archipelago here.
Mm-hmm.
Sort of thing. And at this point I think we should have all of this full of land.
Oop, you colored the other quadrant a little.
Yeah, it's fine. No, not too fast. Plus it's inherently correct. If you're gonna leave this level of open navigation, that's what's going to happen on the other side. I'm gonna leave this here for now. But I'm gonna fill this in.
Plop.
And then I'm gonna grab some grass and pretty much
paint.
There we go.
Plop.
Okay, so we got that. Now this is a bit too straight, I think. So let's make some of this. That's probably fine. Maybe
So that he can jump.
Well, yeah, the idea is he needs to be able to jump over there.
Maybe
So
he won't be able to save himself. Maybe you should.
oh, he will be. We'll sort it out in a second. So we're gonna grab this entity. That's the ladder.
Oops, you need to
That's
deal.
okay. And then we're gonna put another ladder right here to come right back up. There will be no ladder over here. Now, here to explore this area, you won't be able to, right? And that's because we're gonna enable that later. Let's put this like this. Maybe we're gonna be able to break this wall somehow. I don't know. We'll see. Okay. Now all of these here, I do think we could probably make this into a small little island like this. Probably would be a little bit more interesting. And this should allow for a lot of experimentation, but we should be able to do this, this, and this over here.
Maybe he'll say, maybe I'll try to jump up from here to here.
Something like that. Okay. Let's also leave this here. Now, let's not get confused. This is ladders, nothing else, right? So we can now go and steal this and put it over here. And this
that and
put it
there.
over here. And this one should be just fine. I'm not sure that I want it here, but that's okay. So that's fine. Now let's nick a couple of vases.
What does nick mean?
Steal.
Oh.
2, 3, 4. There's the vases. They need to have some degree of probability of dropping something. Okay.
That's full probability.
No, it isn't. Full probability is full blast red.
I thought this was full blast red.
It's not.
I see.
Okay, so that's it. I've left this corridor open deliberately. And then we'll see where this connects, right? So we're gonna go various places, but there should be a good jumping, learning process sort of thing. Okay, so Control-Shift-E. Map. Control-Shift-E. No, yes. Entities. Oh, your sister's crying.
That's in.
Control-Shift-E. Entity information. Good save. Oh, actually save. It's already save? I don't know.
Yeah.
Alright. Now we should be directly in this area.
And I can see the little platforms.
Yeah, our level designing tool is not spectacularly good, but it should do its job. Alright, so this thing about getting stuck in the wall, I've got an idea. I think we're gonna improve it.
Yeah. Making sure you're in, and then. Hurry. Yeah, you can definitely swim there.
Oh my god. The goal isn't to make something difficult right now.
Unless you have to rush to get the money that's on the other island.
Work. Ooh, double works too. So we got a problem. Oh, that's our fix. There we go last time. Rebounding.
Yeah. You need to jump rhythmically, but not.
That was up though, because that should have worked. And he did. So I think it's just because it was going too fast.
Uh-oh.
No worries.
Oh, yeah, I forgot.
We did a fix for this, right?
I thought there was a different problem.
Yeah. There's several ways in which these little issues can happen.
How do you get stuck this time?
Same thing. So basically my raycast, which is right in the middle of the character,
Could not detect the floor.
was right there, so that wouldn't work in a way. Alright. So let's see now, let's think this through for a moment. We've got, what do we do here? Because the jumping does cover 2 spots.
It looked like it covered 3.
That 3 won't cover. 2 it does. Right, so for 3 would be this one.
Almost, but no.
It simply does. Because I didn't take it very well. Let's do this.
Yeah.
Evidently 3 doesn't cover, right? But 2 it does, and that means we can get to the area I don't want you to be able to get to. So
I need to do one more movement.
I do wonder also if we can. Also, another thing I don't like is that these little islands are connected to the walls. We're gonna change the architecture of that. So I want to see. Can you do this? Yeah, but who knows? It could be somewhat susceptible to variation. That's not brilliant. Okay, so let's see the situation here. Okay, I want you to cut Paste. No, undo, undo. Cut. Paste. And so there, just like that, so there's no ambiguity. You want to get right there, and I'm going to remove this one and this one, and I'm going to undo. I've deleted everything, and remove this one. Thanks, Billy. And then we're going to put these two over here and probably make this a little bit thicker. Then we're gonna delete this, and my bet is this one. Well, my bet, I'm doing it. And this one. And now cut these entities, paste them here.
I pressed.
Undo, undo, undo. I don't know what you've done. Okay. Now, it's hidden. That's what happened. Oh, I think they've already been cut. All right. So this green stuff, that's fine. I want to delete this, so it's very obvious you can't. Well, not very obvious, but it'll become obvious as you play that you can't get to the other side.
Until you jump there and then
Yep.
there.
And we're gonna put these here. This should be more or less fine. I'd like this to not enable you to get to the other side.
Now you also can't get to the area you don't want
You
us to
can't get
reach.
to that area. This is somewhat risky. So let's steal these over here. Put that L sort of shape. Maybe add this over here. In fact, I'm kind of tempted to do something much simpler. Simply get rid of this. Or no, let's leave it. Let's leave it there. So the player, hopefully, players will be able to understand they can't jump over there when they try. The risk reward here is, like, the risk level is minimal, so it shouldn't be an issue.
Yeah.
And then we'll see about the rest here. Okay. So that should be good. Now, what we've done is we've lost all of the vases, and that's fine. I think it's probably for the best in this case.
Maybe our reward of vases just on the other side.
Yeah, we'll put it there or whatever. That's fine. I think this will be the last thing we do today. So let's see. Control-Shift-E to export the map. Hide the map. Control-Shift-E to export the entities. Hide the entities. Control-Shift-E to export the entity info.
That looked like the entities were there. These ones.
Oh, you're right. You are correct, Amundo. They are in the middle of the sea.
They're gonna fall in the sea and break.
Alright, so Control-Shift-E, entities. They're not gonna fall in the sea, we didn't program that.
Yeah.
So they're just gonna sit
They're
there
gonna
in the
just
middle
sit
of the
there
air and you can't do anything to
about
them other than smack into them and fall. Like a potato.
Hey, that part is green.
Let's go! Ow!
Yeah.
Bum again.
Ew.
I can't die, which is convenient.
Yeah, plus there's a room full of vases there.
We've got the hand of God. Nice too. Them bombs. Three of you. Splash. Let's go. This thing is interesting. I don't recall us doing that. Oh, yeah, we definitely did. And it's green here? What the heck?
It's not entities.
I didn't mean to do this. I can tell you that.
No forklift.
Okay. We're gonna export it in a moment. It's reachable here, but it's not reachable here. So this is reachable. This isn't. Ooh, pure diagonal could be.
No.
Isn't. So if I would have to go here, here, then here.
I reached the empty island. Woohoo.
Okay, so this seems to be working. I think this is a good place for us to. Well, first let's export this again. Ctrl-Shift-E. Map. Yeah, so this is a good spot for us to end this particular episode, and we'll carry on with more level design and other things next time. Thanks very much for watching. We'll see you again next time. Bye.
Bye.